So we've come to Cheddar on the southern edge of the Mendip Hills in Somerset to ride a very iconic climb indeed, which is called the Cheddar Gorge.
Yeah, that's right. It's a 5-kilometre long climb that winds its way through this limestone gorge you can see around us. And Cheddar Gorge is home to some tourist attractions, including some caves where they found the oldest human remains in the UK, reputed to be over 9,000 years old.
Yeah, well, hopefully it doesn't take us that long to climb Cheddar Gorge. But in 2018, the Tour of Britain did race up here, and so the Strava times are pretty rapid. So for the 5K segment, which is all of this climb, it takes the pros around 9 minutes 23 seconds to do. I don't think we're going to touch that. And remember, that's an average gradient of 4% with well over 20% gradients in places. So it is a tough, long climb.
And it's been attempted over 87,000 times by 26,000 people. So it's about time we actually go and put our names on that list as well.
Let's do it. You say it's a beautiful climb, but I'm worried that we won't be able to spend much time golfing at the gorge because all our best bits are the hardest bits right at the start.
Yeah, it's like the first 2 kilometres are where everything happens. It's where there's like these ramps of up to 20% on here, and it's really, really wiggly, so you can't see what's coming. So you keep going around these corners through the gorge, and it's stunning, but
it's absolutely stunning. It is so hard, and my Garmin is saying an average of 7% for the next mile, which is much tougher than the overall average percent of 4 around 5K in distance. So
yeah, and we're just about to actually reach that hardest ramp as well now. Apparently it's just around this next corner, but the good thing is what tends to happen then is it starts easing off again, but we start coming out of the gorge as well, so the landscape changes. So annoyingly, when you got that chance to breathe, you start losing all this amazing views.
It is so beautiful. Although I do want to say, it feels like we're in Jurassic Park right now. I think we're coming up to that hard part around 1,300 metres in. It's really starting to get grippy now. And it's really wiggly as well, look at this.
Yeah.
Super tight. So within the 1 to 2K mark, it is just steep and it's tough. But there's only little tiny sections at 27%.
Yeah.
It's averaging 7. Look at the scenery.
Yeah.
This looks like the 27% part.
Well, it could be. We can keep telling ourselves that. Oh yeah.
Here we go.
This is the fun bit. Oh. Come on, Simon. He's got it.
But it's starting to level out now, and we're starting to get out of the limestone gorge, where, thankfully, the gradient eases.
Yeah.
And so we've got around 3K to the actual top of the climb, which sits just above 200 metres in terms of elevation. But do not forget that in those last 3K, you are still climbing. It isn't flat, and there's no respite.
No.
But it is a lot easier.
But also, if you're trying to go for those Strava times, this is where you can really start pushing it.
9 minutes, 23 seconds.
Yeah. But that's the great thing about this is it's got those hard sections, so it feels really, really, really tough. But you can really give it some. Because even though now we're still climbing, this is actually quite a nice road surface.
It is. There isn't much rough stuff, is there?
No, there's a few little rough patches, but they've done a good job.
But one thing to be mindful of, at the edge of either side of the road, there are big lumps of rock, isn't there?
Yeah, but you can notice these.
Well, yeah.
They're pretty big.
Yes.
Here we go. Now we can start pushing it a bit.
Can we?
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. All right. Garmin is
more
now
like
saying there's an average of 3% for the next half a mile.
Yeah, so I think this is one of those times where you don't necessarily need to worry too much about your gearing, just gear selection. It doesn't go on long enough to warrant that very super low gear where you need to keep that rhythm going. So if you've got a standard compact or semi-compact, you know, you're gonna be fine. But as I said, there's those sneaky little bits where it ramps up that you just need to be aware of. And fight the urge of seeing all those crowds and think, yeah, I'm gonna go for this. And so you try like you did earlier, get out of the saddle.
Right at the start.
Yeah, right at the saddle.
State my intentions.
Yeah. And then, I must have to wind it back straight away. There you have it, one of the most beautiful but tough climbs in the whole of the UK, all the way down in the southwest of England in Somerset. It really is a bucket list climb that should be in the sights of every rider in the UK. But for now, I think I'm going to go for a little bit of a lie down.
Yeah, and whilst James does that, if you guys at home have any bucket list climbs to do near you, please do leave it in the comments section below. And whilst you're there, give us a thumbs up and why not subscribe to our Cycling Weekly channel to see more content like this. But until next time, we'll see you then.